When thinking about training, I always remember a comment that was made at an NAFD conference a couple of years ago now, where the person concerned said, I'm very worried about providing training to my team because I spend all that money, I put all that time in, and then they might leave. And the answer they were given was, I've got a thought for you. How about if you don't provide them with training, they might stay. Since that moment, I've never really questioned in my own business the time and cost, as far as it can be managed, of making sure that our team have the skills they need to do the best job they can.
We have to be consistent in the level of service that we provide, and people trust funeral directors, and with trust comes responsibility. And we want to make sure that any of my colleagues that are serving clients and placed in a situation with clients, they need to be knowledgeable, they need to be confident, and they need to be comfortable in all aspects of the discussion of funeral arrangements. Because if you're comfortable, if you're confident, and if you're knowledgeable, your client will be.
Investing in your staff helps you because it helps your clients. It supports the staff are more confident. They may already know what they're talking about, but they're more confident talking about it because they know that it's in the learning materials. They have that reference to look back on, and they can confidently tell them about aspects of bereavement and burial and cremation, law of burial and cremation, registration, coroner's procedures, and all the other things. It also gives them an awareness of the models of bereavement. We're not counsellors. We're not bereavement counsellors, and I wouldn't say that we are. But it doesn't hurt to understand the theories behind loss and bereavement when somebody dies, and what happens to people emotionally during that time.
For funeral directors, the knowledge and the training is key in the profession. As we move into a very different environment for the funeral profession, and we see this through CMA and investigations such as that, you can't emphasise enough how important it is to have your staff trained to that particular level. And this is where the NAFD can help with the breadth of qualifications we have. And we don't just sit back and think, well, that's it. We continually look and research and review to see what we can continue to provide that's going to be of value to the membership.
Somebody who wants to take a qualification, it's an opportunity to improve individually and as a business. So I think, again, self-development, self-reflection is a massive thing really for us all in all walks of life. So I think as a whole, it's an opportunity to improve and provide a better service for bereaved families.
Yes, the exams are hard work, but it's a huge benefit to you as a person because it gives you the confidence that you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. But it gives confidence to the people that are walking through your door as your customers because they know they can rely on you for accurate information.
It's brilliant tutoring students. They are, lots of people come to me with all sorts of levels of experience, and I would say that none of them leave and could say that they haven't learnt anything from the NAFD qualifications. They enjoy the process, they enjoy meeting the other students and interacting with them. They get a lot out of it, they like the structure, and they all, as I say, they're all surprised by how much that they can learn from the qualifications. And they leave the process being better funeral directors or arrangers. It's a really inspiring thing. And of course I learn as well. I learn off the students because they say things that they do that I think, oh, I could do that in my business. We could use that, it's really helpful.
The awards ceremony is probably my favourite NAFD event of the year. As Chair of the Board of Education, I get the absolute privilege to meet all the students that have gone through and got their diplomas, whether it's the diploma in funeral arranging and administration or the diploma in funeral directing. And I'm very lucky because in my presidential year I presented the certificates, but as Chair of the Board of Education, every year I get to MC the event, so what could be better? It's such a happy day, And the pride with which they accept their certificates is wonderful. These are people that have worked hard, they've been balancing a work life and a family life, and maybe looking after children, going to work each day, dealing with difficult circumstances, and yet they've devoted that time to doing their diploma to be the best that they can be at what they do. And it really is a showcase event for the NAFD, and it's great to be part of, because you actually see the result of all that hard work, and you also see their relief that it's over with and they've passed the qualification. But it really is a treat, because it's the pride with which they come up and accept their certificates. Absolutely wonderful to see.